Let's quickly open this up with a man who needs no introduction. We have Mr. Navdeep Suri, former ambassador and distinguished fellow ORF, joining us this evening. Good evening, sir. First of all, your overall thoughts on Prime Minister's visit to Egypt, which comes right after his very successful visit to the United States of America. But given that you've served as an ambassador in Egypt, given that you're very well versed with the Indo-Egypt relationship so far, where do you think the relationship stands given the recent interactions that the Prime Minister has had with the top leadership there?
I'd say it's on the cusp of a takeoff. It hasn't fully taken off yet, but it's really building that momentum on the runway. Because remember, if you go back in time about 70 years, there used to be an exceptionally close relationship between India and Egypt, between President Nasser and Prime Minister Nehru. And then for a variety of reasons, both countries sort of drifted apart for almost 4 or 5 decades. It wasn't that we were unfriendly, but there wasn't anything special happening either. And that's reflected in the fact that this is the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister bilaterally to Egypt in 27 years. In between, President Sisi in particular has made an effort to build a stronger relationship. He's been to India. And I think we really, over the last year, have taken a series of very carefully calibrated steps to signal that we are ready to embrace Egypt once again after all these years. It started off, I think, with the visit of Defense Minister Rajnath Singh ji. After that, External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar went, delivered an invitation to the president to come as chief guest on our Republic Day in January. And now within 5 months, the Prime Minister has gone. And in another couple of months, we'll again receive President Sisi in Delhi for the G20 summit. So I think there's a lot that has happened in the last year. In addition, I think we sent a very, very positive message to Egypt by making Egypt one of the 3 special guests from the Indian side as we chaired the G20. UAE, Oman, and Egypt are the 3 special invitees that we have. And that means Egyptian delegations have been participating in a variety of events and will participate in the summit.
And to talk about the president's visit itself, as far as his presence as the chief guest on Republic Day is concerned, these 2 visits then of the president and the prime minister's visit to Egypt now in the span of a few months, do you think are also a reflection of India and Egypt's rapidly evolving partnership, which was perhaps knowingly elevated to a strategic partnership during the president's visit?
It is, as I said, Egypt is an important country. It's the largest country in the Arab world, 110 million people. It has a very strategic location because it virtually straddles Asia and Africa and has the Suez Canal passing through it, which is an artery for global commerce. I think the relationship needed momentum, and what this visit and President Sisi's visit has done is given it that much needed momentum so that we can start really working much closer in areas of technology, in areas like investment, look at the Suez Canal economic zone as a possible opportunity for Indian companies. Defense is a growing sector for collaboration, and we've had a number of very ambitious defense exercises.
So there's defense, Ambassador Suri, there's trade, of course, being an exporter, importer both to Egypt, and of course how, these are strategically located countries. If we talk about Egypt as well, in the maritime domain and in Indo-Pacific as well. So there are a lot of talking points, but we're running out of time. Ambassador Suri, thank you so much for joining us this evening. A quick break for now. We'll be right back with more news and updates on the other side.